Okay, I wanna make sure everything's working here. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Welcome back to VTOL VR. Well, actually, welcome back for me in general because I've not been making videos or live streams at all for probably a month or two. And the reason why is because a life happened. Okay, it's okay now because now I can make some good old things, a lot of cool things. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna change my camera view. So the description of this video or the title is my VTOL VR vehicles experience. Okay, it's just I really wanted to make a live stream for a long time, and then if you if you no, hold on. If you think you guys if you think my voice is a little weird right now, it's because I just got sick the last week. I think I got the flu, and then I have a cough now, and it's not going away. Just sorry, I'm just really excited to start getting back into YouTube and doing some random stuff and fun things. Me editing a lot, and uh, yeah. Sorry, I should start calming down now. Anyways, it's been a long time. A long time. VTOL VR is kind of on the not good side right now. Not because of just the reviews, it's because of the glitches. The glitches are happening. Voice to talk or voice to, talking to the AI in the game is disabled because of a bug or something. And yeah, the game is gonna be a little jittery, also because of my performance of me recording this. Not recording, doing a live stream, but it's also jittery when I'm not doing a live stream. So hopefully there'll be a patch to fix all these bugs. But uh, hold up. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna get right into the experience of the vehicles. So right here, I'm in a vehicle called the AV42C. C. I think it was a C Castrol or Castrol. I don't know. But basically, this was the first vehicles to ever be created in VTOL VR. So we're gonna be using this. I never really use this vehicle a lot, but it is the vehicle that is used for the tutorial or the start tutorial to get used to all of this stuff, and then you can start relating all of this starting to work, because basically it has power and APU, and with the other vehicles it has the same idea. So basically, with this vehicle, you kind of carry on the idea with the others. This is where I normally, this is where every VTOL VR player starts learning. But if they did not start with this and they're complete, I don't know, a person that's more advanced and actually played another flight simulator and knows everything about this, I think they would go right for the other jets, just like what I did last time. But anyways, let's not talk about the last time I did it. But this vehicle is great if you like to. I'm also gonna write this to people that like doing heavy work, because this vehicle, I mean, it doesn't really do a lot of heavy work per se in missions, but it can transport troops, supplies, I guess, if you want to put it as your custom mission. But basically, this is like an air-to-ground type of aircraft, VTOL, and it's capable of destroying air-to-ground targets. And also, it has one of the anti-radiation missiles that go top down, kill. You know, basically just an anti-radiation missile or a hard missile. And it's the only missile that can be used by this aircraft. And it could do a top-down kill maneuver. I don't know. But I don't know a lot of terminology about like military aviation. It's just all I know is my experience with these vehicles. This is fun for multiplayer if you like to kind of roleplay. This is like, it kind of feels like so basically, if I can relate, it's kind of like a V-22 Osprey, but also has a little feeling of an A-10 Warhawk. But it's really chunky and it carries people. Actually, let's turn on the cockpit bay. The bay and the cockpit. Got the red light over there. We can open the doors. And the reason why I chose nighttime, because it is actually night where I'm living at. We're living in right now. It's night where yeah. Anyways, we're gonna start turning everything on. We got landing lights. I think we have taxi lights actually. Instrument lights. I'm gonna set up everything here. I'm gonna change the S cam so I can change it to a camcorder. There we go, buddy. Hello. Oh, you can see some of the light kind of going through the vehicle, but that's okay. That's okay. I can deal with that. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so now we're gonna talk about the flight characteristics with this vehicle. I'm gonna turn off the landing animation because I don't really need it. We even use this night vision actually, because I think I don't really use night vision because I think it's just ruins my eyes. Because I can already see the missile if there's missiles going towards me. Missile. Okay, so engine making off. Okay. Yeah, so the VTOL capabilities of the AV-42C is pretty fun. You can basically do anything. Of course, VTOLs. Same with the. It's got a lot. No, actually, it's not the same as the F-45.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
But just for people that are new here. Think about this big chunky plane, the big chunky VTOL, the big bird. Well, call it the big bird, I guess, or the Kestrel. Kestrel actually sounds better because that's its official name. Just but the official name is actually AV-42C, but Kestrel is just its nickname, I guess. Call it by its nickname. But basically, this big boy is really strong with VTOL capabilities, so it could basically, you could put like any armament on here. Also, it uses the first gimbal cannon that will later be implemented on the Dragonfly AH-94. It's a DLC vehicle. I'm also going to talk about that, its experiences. Generally, this aircraft, I mean, it is pretty fun to do. You can do like some maneuvers. It's a little slow, but it's fun. It's all at the end. At the end, it's really fun. There's no center stick. That kind of sucks for people that like doing center sticks, but there's a lot for that. But it's pretty fun. Let's see. Probably change the view. SKM. I'm gonna actually view this here. Road, stationary. What does that look like? So it's fun.
Over G.
Yeah. It's also got a G limiter on this. That's also pretty fun, but I don't recommend turning off the G limiter because this probably also damage the vehicle just as the FA-26B, my main aircraft that I use, because it was recommended by my squadron, but sadly I'm not in my squadron anymore because I think it started dying. But I think they're still up and kicking. It's just too busy to do anything. So yeah, this thing is fun to look at, and it kills a lot, air to ground wise, and also air to sea. Really strong with its engines. The yaw or the horizontal turning, just the turning wise, isn't that good while in conventional flight. I mean, for me, it doesn't feel like that heavy of an aircraft. It feels pretty good to fly around. Just like a little limiting. But that doesn't really change anything. It's fun to do formations, and it's fun to support your buddies with this thing. So I guess the handling's pretty good with my experience with it, because even though I didn't actually have a lot of experience, I did all the missions. Not the multi or custom missions, but the official missions. Yeah, it was fun to run away from the enemy fighters and dodge the missiles. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next vehicle. I'm gonna edit this into a video. I'm gonna look at the chat just in case. So I can also look at the chat. Oh. Someone texted me on Discord. It's probably someone else. Who texted me? Well, who? I don't know. Anyways, let's get back to the topic here. So, AV-42C, good vehicle within my experience. But if you don't like doing air to ground and not the lack of maneuverability, I recommend you could do the FA-26B. I mean, the F-45A. I mean, it looks like a pretty good aircraft to pull G's in, but it's not as maneuverable as the FA-26B, but it is also pretty fun. It also has stealth capabilities, so you can barely see it on a radar. Not radar, what the heck. But it doesn't carry a lot of loads. The heavy loader is probably going to be the FA-26B. It's going to be carrying the whole pack. The F-45A could be the one that could take out the SAM sites, or it could do SEED, taking out enemy air to ground to air systems and stuff like that. Okay, this time we're gonna do it at daytime because it's gonna be a little better. Why is my targeting pod over there? What the heck? Okay, that's a little weird. Oh, this is a little weird. Okay. Forgot. I'm gonna switch my piloting account because I'm not on my main piloting account. There you go. FA-26B. Here we go. We're gonna start with no. Turn off everything. Launch. Not gonna lie, the FA-26B, it's kind of my favorite aircraft actually. But my first favorite aircraft, I think, but now it's in the second league. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's like an optional aircraft I can use. I actually did a lot of cool things with it. It's the F-45A, and it's my first aircraft I used, recommended by myself until I got into a squadron. Then I fully focused on the FA-26B. Even though it looks pretty complicated with all its stuff around here, as you get used to it, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good aircraft to use. Not stealth-wise, but in dogfighting and doing acrobatics, this is the aircraft for you. It's also got the side stick option and also the center stick option. Pretty fun, but I like doing the side stick because when I look away, it doesn't, because it uses the gyro of your controller. If you have an Oculus, or basically, I guess any VR controller has a gyro in it, like gyro meter. Turn everything on here. So we got some flaps, we got some horizontal stabilizer, vertical stabilizer, ailerons. All the control surfaces seem to work. And then the air brake. Yep. Okay. So this aircraft kind of looks weird if you didn't know. If you're a aircraft nerd, or like a military aircraft nerd, because I know I am kind of, but not like specs, just to identify what type of aircraft it is. So this is kind of like a combination. We're gonna start this. It's a combination of the F-22, F-15, and F-A-18 or just F-18 Hornet. I don't know, super or not. Super Hornet. I don't really know, but it has the rear of it. That's what someone pointed out. But this aircraft is well known for being the best fighter within VTOL VR. Non-stealth wise, just dogfighting wise. I guess you could put the F-45A. I mean, it's basically until. I mean, I can max. Like, I don't know. For me, I think this is the best fighter to use for dogfighting. But also the F-45A can be used for dogfighting in stall situations because you can put that down your VTOL. And I've used it before, and I've killed a lot before. So not like one. Just I killed a lot with the technique of using my VTOL. Anyways, we're gonna start be using this aircraft here. Let's do. Yeah, I'm gonna do camcorder. A view like that. Is that a good view? Yep. That's a good view. Let's just put it a top-down view right here. It's kind of a little tilted, but nah. Let's just do a smooth camera. Smooth cam. Smooth look, whatever. So we're gonna start going. I'm gonna stop teasing here. Stop stalling a little bit. It's kind of laggy. It's not good, but this cam I'm gonna put on 50, 40. Well, 40's good. Let's get a little laggy. This is, yeah, as again, this is a good experience type of aircraft, but it's kind of a lot of buttons everywhere, but it's not as complicated. But there is one thing, because I think back during, for the physics, quote-unquote physics of the body of every aircraft bending or getting damaged because of over G, it also affected this vehicle, because with the G limiter off, it was insane acrobatics and also insane maneuverable aircraft, but because of now, this is a long time update, but a long time ago. But when you turn off the G limiter, start pulling G's, start doing like all the stuff you used to do, your aircraft will now gain damage within the wings and potentially ripping off a wing as well. But it's still as good. It's still good at doing maneuverability, doing some maneuverability things. You still like dodge missiles, evade missiles with the G limiter on, because also missiles got nerfed the heck out. They're not as aimbot anymore. But they're a little bit more realistic now. Because missiles back during VTOL VR, like back in the old ages, holy. Missiles used to be very, very not fair for the new players. And caused a lot of skill issues, I guess. I mean, I was used to it. I had to train a lot. This aircraft is a little fun. I'm gonna do like a round view here. Camcorder, stationary view. You see a little like wing bend? It's because of all the lift and me pulling G's, but I normally like to call it G's. Yeah, so this can hold a lot of load because the engines are also pretty powerful. Here, if I turn off one of my engines, you can still be able to probably run because I've trained myself to land on the carrier. It's a normal thing everyone should do once in a while. Start testing their capabilities of landing with one or no engines off, flying with one engine on. Right now I'm going to catch up with the tanker here. Normally I do some like formation training for myself too. We do fly along. Make it a little cooler here. So, just again, I'm definitely not going to become a pilot or fighter pilot in real life, because it's basically a death sentence if you want to waste some of your life and see if you'll live a little longer than before. Let's see, your life expectancy will probably decrease. I think that would be in the contract when you're signing up to be a fighter pilot. But if you want to, there's no stopping you, because don't let anyone take down your dreams. Guess I have the dream of only designing fighters. I have to learn from them. Anyways, we're kind of in formation with the tanker now. See if the camera can change. I have to change the camera. Fixed view. Oh, it's just looking at us. Anyways, chase. I guess so.
Jab flare.
A little funny. See if we can do something. I like to call this the Top Gun maneuver, but I don't know. I think it's called something else. That's what I normally do with my friends in VR chat too. VR chat also has like flight worlds. Oh, this guy's gonna turn. He's gonna whack me on accident. It's just a camera. Oh, let's move up. Alright, that's what I see.
Over G.
This would be very illegal if you did this in real life. But it's a game, so it's okay. Anyways, I think we can switch other aircraft now. Well, this boy is really fun. Really fun to use. See that? And I have a lot of experience with this, I think. Yeah. Let's see one thing that was pretty funny I did. I don't think, but I think I've died 15 times within this fighter. Within my whole life, game life experience. Anyways, I'm gonna switch aircraft now. Pretty good views. Okay. Now it's on to people that like to see stealth and like, yeah. So this is, I call this the, yeah, I don't know what I called it. I don't know if it has a nickname yet. I have to look on the wiki, the fan wiki, see what its nickname is. Well, I don't really know, but I'm gonna call it F-45A now. This is fun. This little boy is fun. Okay. Oh, what is wrong with my hand? My good. Oh, there you go. Put you on. Yeah. Go. Escape. Change that. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna go escape. Start. Fly along. I'm gonna put it with. There you go. So this is a really simple aircraft to use because you basically got a big giant screen here. I call this the iPad of the whole entire aircraft. Really simple because I did start out with this aircraft. I don't know if it's going to be simple for you or if you started out with this, but I think it's pretty simple then. Yeah. anyways. Change the... Turn on the engine. There's only one engine on this aircraft. And this is the only single engine fighter that is in this game that you're able to use. I think there's other single fighter engine fighters in the enemy team. I think there's only one or two. There's probably only one. No, there's two. Okay, engine started. All good here. Put this on navigation. Good. Okay, so the reason why this is able to do VTOL or vertical takeoff and landing. Here, you can take a look for yourself. So right here you see the fighter itself, but if you take a little closer look, see that? That is a vent, and that leads to a duct hole. And the engine has a crankshaft that goes through that vent. And then you see that engine, the nozzle on the back rotates on the swivel valve. It's really good. Oh, this is on random, that's why. Smooth look. I do have a little damaged controller, so you'll probably see them go up or down. And then right behind the duct fan, it's also a vent to get where air can go to the engine. And that right there is a turbine on the engine. Not like you see the big giant duct fan, but like right behind the big hatch, the little hatch, and then you'll see the engine itself. Anyways, I'm gonna start go right there. And we're gonna change mode here. Look. So basically, there's this new button, not new button, but it's always been here. But there's something called VCAP or VTOL. It's basically helps you. The whole jet takes over. So it'll transform into VTOL mode, and it kind of controls weird, because to go up. Well, first I'll show you how it normally controls. Because it kind of controls like a helicopter if you know how a helicopter works. This would be your collective on the other side, but this will control your engine. You have to rotate it. So I'm gonna roll this way, that way. I'm gonna tilt a little forward, and tilt a little backward. Okay, that's it. And then you can control your forwardness by using tilt with your little joystick on your controller. But VCAP's a whole different one. So instead, I'm not gonna touch anything here. Hopefully, it kind of auto levels. Because the flight computer's taking over here, and when you're not touching anything, it'll try to like stay in one space, or try to like stabilize. I think, I don't know, but it is now on its own little altitude hold, while the stick and every control here is input differently. Instead of going up and down with the throttle here, like going, oh, what the heck are we going? I have to remember there's still glitches. Anyways, going forward with this aircraft, because you can't actually tilt this now. You can't tilt your whole aircraft. I mean, you can roll a little bit, but you can't tilt. So you have to put that when you put the throttle, then your nozzle's gonna tilt a little bit. Just gonna tilt like 74 degrees. It'll tilt automatically how fast you want to go. And basically, when you tilt up and down with the stick here, pitch-wise, it's gonna control your altitude with the. It shows it on the flight vector, or the direction of flight, little like cylinder thing, and a W that's showing your angle of attack, and that's just where your nose is directed. So I'm gonna go like 5 degrees. See it. And also the VCAP is going to help you convert into fighter mode. So if you put your gear up here and still hold the throttle down, or you can just hold the throttle, still trying to go forward, and try to put your flight vector horizontally. You can see the tilt is going. Alexa, cancel. You can see the tilt is going down a little bit, increasing the just like to turn into like conventional airplane mode. Alexa, cancel. Anyways, you can see your knots right there. It's going to increase. More your speed is, the tilt is going to try to centralize on 0. There you go. And now we're
autopilot disengaged.
And then your system will warn you that your autopilot is disengaged. And there you go. This aircraft's pretty cool because I mean, it could also achieve supersonic speeds, but not like cruising in supersonic speeds. This is also carrier capability. It has a it's able to land on a carrier and also assault ships, as the same assault ship the helicopter uses. Basically, with this aircraft, it's fast, it's stealth, it's maneuverable, and also you can land literally anywhere if you're very good at landing in between trees. Or if you just want to land conventionally or take off. Because, I mean, you can't really use your VTOL capabilities when you're overweight, when you have external munitions. You can also switch to stealth. If you have external, you can jettison your external munitions by jettisoning it, and also the pylons would go with it too, so achieving that full stealth capability. It's just my experience. It's not really that fast taking off vertically when you kind of have weight or munitions with your aircraft. It's pretty fun. We're gonna look at it from different angles. Watch with your basically pretty fun. Oh yeah, if you see that little white, like it was a misplace of white paint. So I think it's like a UV or I don't know, some type of glitch. Not glitch, it's the color not being use something called so you see there's like right over here, it's like a little gun thing. I will try to see the hatch will open a little bit. Yeah, because it covers up, is so it can still retain its stealth capabilities. It's kind of loud here, but it can retain its stealth capabilities when it has a hatch. So when you start to shoot it, the hatch goes down, so the bullets can fly right past and doesn't hit itself because you don't want it to hit itself.
Over T.
And right below the nose is its camera, because you're able to look through you can look right through the jet. That's how advanced it is. So we're gonna go like this before. I'm gonna put this on soy. This is where I can see through the fighter itself. Look at the seawater. I could also change the color. There we go. So also for when you want to land vertically or hover mode kind of thing, you use a camera to see if you're gonna hit anything. And also, if I look up, you can see the nose. Also, if I look back, you can see the rear of the jet because the camera is just right below us. Yeah, so this thing is small, it's fun, but I don't really use this a lot because of its maneuverability. Not because of its maneuverability, it's because of its range-wise. It doesn't have a lot of internal fuel compared to the AF-26B, and its carrying capacity too. I mean, I'll only use it if I'm in like a multiplayer, if I'm like required to use, but I recommend using the FA-26B if you're kind of like because I'm not an air-to-air type of person. And I mean, the FA-26, the F-45A can also go to air-to-air, but I normally use that F-45A for like air-to-ground, taking out sand, radar, and sights. because it is good with stealth.
Over G.
Or probably intercepting, like, the enemy AWACS, or AWACS, I mean.
Over G.
No land, actually. Yeah, I'm going a little too fast. We got meatball. A little too high, a little too high. Aligned. Oh. Oh, we got it. Oh, I don't know why my camera did that. What wire did we catch? It's third wire, then that's good. Let me turn off the camera. Oh, we got fourth wire. I guess that's decent. Forward. What the heck? Just go forward. Alright, well, that's it for the... Let's see, this cam. That's it for the the F45A. Anyways, we're gonna switch over.
Crew standing by.
Yes. Wait, I want to see if the AI. No, it doesn't work. I think so. Ground crew requesting rearm. No, it doesn't work. Still, the mission and then helicopter. Oh man, helicopter's gonna suck a little bit because my controller drift. Yeah, controller drift. Stick drift. It's gonna accidentally trim it. It's not gonna be fun. This is gonna be my last. This is gonna be the last vehicle I'm gonna rate. Not rate. I'm gonna tell my experience about, and then after I'm gonna end the stream, I'll go into the video. Because I have to not make too much of live stream stuff. You can see I'm having stick drift issues. Launch. Okay, so basically the helicopter, if you like to stay to the ground a lot, because it's not really good at defending against like air targets. It's only good with taking out ground targets. And it's also kind of funny to use too, because normally when I'm going against SAM sites, the SAM sites would automatically lock onto me, but I would use, because basically as a helicopter pilot, you would use your terrain as your advantage. Right there, that was my little buddy. But if you're in multiplayer, and if you and your friends still you guys have the same DLC and you have decent requirements on your computer and Wi-Fi, then you can have a fun time. It is pretty good to socialize in this helicopter. So basically, the difference about this helicopter, I think it was a little weird, is about the flick switches instead of the toggle. Because you just seen that I kind of flicked the power button and also the APU and also the engines. It's kind of a little different with me because now I have an engine throttle control and the collective that just basically controls the tilt of, not tilt, but the pitch or the angle of the rotor blades, causing me to go up or down. Start the other engine, run the rotor, run the engine high. My stick drift not doing anything. Oh! That's good. With this, the SAS, I think it was like sensor alignment, something, I don't know, system alignment system. Yeah. Sensor alignment system. I don't know. I've read something. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Okay, so basically, the stuff that I thought was a little funny about the helicopter is the bail option. This is basically right here. Like if you press that, the whole helicopter blows up, and destroyed, your teammate will be disappeared. And no matter if because the funny thing is, your teammate can pull the bail option without telling you. So both of you, or the person that does not know that this is happening, kind of is oblivious of what the frick just went wrong with the helicopter, because they probably thought they got hit by a missile or something blew up. Or, but normally it's just their teammate doing some random stuff, pulling stuff that they're not supposed to be pulling or pressing. Over here, it's pretty simple. Now you got like a controller, kind of gaming controller kind of thing. Basically, your friend or your gunner, basically your friend, is going to be controlling the gun from this point. And also, you got shared controls here. You got engine, okay. Some things. Got navigation, ADS. Tactical. It's basically just a camera. And with this helicopter, you can actually look through it too as well. So put this on. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So basically, you cannot use the soy on this here on the main stick because this controls the trim. So you have to use it on the combat collective. Just as like the F45A. I never really showed this option on the Kestrel, the AV42C, but it basically does the same thing if they have a camera on it. The FA26B can also do the same thing if it has a targeting pod, but I didn't have it equipped. Just the camera that's an add-on to the aircraft. Puts us on forward. Down a little bit. There you go. Put the gear up. And now, this operates a little differently than any other aircraft within this game. It has different physics because of course it's a helicopter. I have to take, as the pilot, I have to account many variables so I do not crash me and my friend here. So if you can see, here's a rotor. That's basically telling you if the rotor has too much torque, I think. No. Has too much rotation or less, not a lot of rotation. So causing it not to have that much lift. So here, if I can try and show an example. If you have your collective all the way up, maximum tilt, or pitch of the blades, and you start rolling, see, I have a loss within lift right there. It kind of like did it by itself, and you saw the dial going crazy here. You can also watch from there. Went into the orange zone, and you also probably heard the rotor not spinning that much, or the engine. Kind of like heard the initial sound of it not speed, like, you know, not at the original speed. Yeah, you hear that. But if it rotates too much, it could probably cause rotor damage. I probably never done this before, but yeah. But yeah, the helicopter isn't that fast. I mean, it is a little maneuverable of how you use it. I think I've evaded missiles within this helicopter before, probably because I was using the terrain as my advantage. But this helicopter is pretty fun to fly around with your friend, and also you can tell your friend if they want to take over control while you just do, I don't know, watch YouTube in the helicopter, or do random stuff in the back of the helicopter. And why you ask about why is there 2 seats on a helicopter? Well, because the pilot has to focus on many things on the helicopter systems, and he does not have he can't pay much attention to what the heck is actually going. I mean, he can pay attention to what's going on around him, but he can't control a lot of things because it's going to be too much task for the pilot. So that's why there's a gunner, because the gunner will take control of the weapons and probably aware or tell the pilot if there's enemies nearby, or if there's something's wrong. Just like the F-14 Tomcat. I mean, it had like a radar, or the radar intelligence officer. Those are two different things, so yeah. But if you do not, I mean, you're still able to control everything from here. If you don't have a gunner that's operating, you can press arm and you can start controlling your weapons. I'm going to control my gun. Right now I'm going to look at a little radar here. I'm going to start shooting at it here. Initial shots that kind of suck. Hey, what is going on here? Bull shark. It's an enemy fighter. Try to deplete its speed, so we try hitting it a little bit more. There we go. So the closer we are, I think we're able to hit it. Still trying to deplete its speed. Crash into the wall of the mountain here. Okay, we gotta get a little closer. Lost track. Alright, it's gonna get away then. Anyways, we'll go straight to yes, basically the gunner will be doing. Actually, let's switch seats to show you what the gunner does. So now I'm the gunner. I'm gonna put the helicopter on autopilot mode, so we can start using the gun here. So see, there's a gun. I'm gonna use our head this time. So I'm gonna go actually. I'm gonna turn. Oh yeah, if you could see if the helicopter's on a tilt a little bit, because in real life, a single rotor helicopter, you need to be doing this, so it doesn't, because it has a tail rotor, but because of I think the rotation of the main rotor, or like something's off the lift to lift, so it kind of like goes sideways. And to combat that situation, the rotor has to be tilted, or the helicopter has to be tilted. To stay in one place. What is the gun doing? There's a switch. We're gonna land and then we're probably gonna end the stream here. There's not a lot of exciting things happening. But it is getting a little late for me. And I'm getting a little tired probably. I don't know. I will need to be doing some stuff. I mean my stuff, life, I guess. But, I think I will be making another stream tomorrow on a different game. I could probably be doing Family Forces or Apex Legends. I don't know, Apex Legends? No. I think I'm good. Probably, don't know, game that gives me content. Well, hopefully you guys have a good night or a good day, depending on where you are in the whole entire world. And